Hello my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm that original Nigerian chick. I make lifestyle straight talking videos and any other video that interests me, including food recipes, reviews and hauls. So if I look groggy and a little bit weird, I just got from a power nap, so yeah, I don't not tired at all. In fact, I'm a bit revived from all the sleep I've gotten. It's a Sunday, so it's time for rest. Tomorrow I have to go to ration. It's already coming to an end and it's time to go grind. So yeah, okay, I have something to talk about. I got a mail, not necessarily a mail, it's a Facebook message, and someone asked me, a lady who is in her 30s, asked me why I am not married and how I have remained sane in this country, because there is such a big stigma on women who are 30 plus and are not, hooked up with a man, or are not married, or don't have a husband, or don't have a ring on their finger. So I'm going to make this into some sort of series. I don't know how many parts the series is going to contain. However, I'm going to just keep posting whenever I get information, or whenever I can be able to sum up a topic on what to talk to, because this is actually a very broad topic, and I've been wanting to talk about this for some time now. So, but first of all, I'm going to talk about why I've been talking about why I'm not married. If you go through all the videos I've posted for some time now, you get like snippets of the reasons why I have been single. I am single till now. But today I'm going to focus on 5 reasons why I am scared of marriage. I'm actually scared of, getting married. I don't have commitment issues per se, but just keep watching this video and I'll tell you 5 reasons why I'm scared of marriage. I'll also tell you, maybe in another video, of course in another video, not maybe, it's going to come, I'll tell you 5 reasons why I want to be married, so that I can, make this video a bit, coherent and not all over the place, So before I tell you 5 reasons why I'm scared of marriage, I'm going to tell you a brief history of the typical married life that I first experienced, which was that of my parents. My dad and my mom were married for 7 years, and in those 7 years they have 5 children, which I am the first of those 5 kids. So, well, like this sporting doesn't work. So, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, and I happen to be the first of those 5 kids, and for me, the married life I experienced was not all that. In fact, it was traumatizing for me. My siblings do not have um, a direct experience like I did, because I do not think they had come into consciousness of what was happening at that time, and I don't think they remember much. But I remember much, because most of the fighting and breakup happened between the age of 5 to 7, and I can remember vividly of how they used to fight all the time. They were throwing words at each other. It was not really a happy home. Um, my parents were good to us children. My dad is like the best dad in the world, and my mom is good to us, even though sometimes we have issues with her. But yeah, she's good, and but both of them together was a bit traumatic. They were always at each other's throat, not just exchange words, they exchange words in front of us, and some words are very hard, especially on children, and when it comes to kids, and also not just far as exchanging words, there was fighting as well. um, there was stabbing, there was, it was horrible, you know. So, and when some people have called me names when I told them I do not want my parents back together for anything, and they were like, "Oh, why are you jealous of their what relationship?" You know the way Africans are now. They will always pray, "Oh, I want your parents to be back together," and I'd be like, "No, mm-mm. They should never come back together. They were the worst pair." And sometimes I wonder how they managed to have children. But that not withstanding, I have also seen, you know, good marriages of both my friends and some relatives. But all in all, when it compares to bad marriages and good marriages, I tell you, bad marriages take the cake around me. For some reason, getting married does not interest me, sort of. Even though I want to do it, I'll give you 5 reasons why I want to get married. But these are 5 reasons I do not want to get married. One of them is losing total freedom. Now, I have seen what marriage is to an African woman. They take it like it's here in Nigeria. A lot of people believe that a woman is not complete until she's married to a man, which I really don't subscribe to. But okay, before I even go to my list of why marriage scares me, let's talk about that of my grandmom. My grandmom is has always been till now very loyal to my granddad, and she used to be, growing up, she used to be like a role model I look up to, because my granddad is really abusive. He's still alive and he's still abusive, and abusive to a point that he caused my grandmom some irreparable damage. She had issues with her eyes because of all the heating. Remember, imagine someone goes to a scan because she had problems with her eyes, and they asked her if she's been through an accident before. Even her ears, she had blood in her ears, dried up blood because of all the heating. So, and it's causing her lots of problems in the long run. And I saw her recently. She actually left for home sometime in December, and she was with me and my mother for 3 months. So, and she told me all the stories, and they were scary, you know. Yeah, so from now, it doesn't really entice me. No, even when I hear African men talk, they talk like they do a woman a favor by marrying her, and it seems like you're going to perpetual slavery. Imagine when a man is abusive to you and you go back home to tell your parents, which are like your backbone. These people knew you before you actually met this man. You go back to tell them, and these same people tell you to go back there and face that abuse, you know. And a lot of people have actually died. So to me, the concept of marriage, the African woman, when it comes to marriage, it's it's the opposite of freedom. I am someone who thrives in freedom. I like to do things. Of course, there's some sort of compromise in marriage you must have, but not your personal freedom. You know, when you are married, you give up your name, you give up your how do I say this? You sacrifice a lot. It's with no thank you. It's actually a thankless job. Um, you get married to the in-laws. I'm not saying that is a bad thing, but you kind of lose your freedom in some sort of way, except you're married to someone who understands you and who knows um, what you want. Because if I feel stifled and I feel caged, I don't thrive. I want to just break loose and, you know, walk away from something that ties me up like that. So hearing a lot of people talk about marriages, from men usually, it's like they're marrying you to serve them, I go marry wife, keep for house, make she come wash my clothes, cook for me, like you're actually marrying a maid. You know what I mean? Imagine someone was washing, a man was washing his clothes, and a woman walked up and said, "Why are you not married for a woman to wash your clothes for you?" A lot of people still have that mentality, and it really scares me. I don't want to lose my freedom. I don't want to lose my freedom. My freedom is the most important thing in my life, which I don't want to lose through marriage or through anything at all. Now, secondly, the reason why I'm scared of marriage is um, changing. They say people change in their lives. Some people change every 5 years. And I've seen it happen a lot. A lot of people complain, "Oh, when we were together, he was this, he was that, and now he's complete opposite." Changing. A lot of people change. I don't know why that is a thing. A lot of people, it's guaranteed for people to evolve. But what are you evolving to? Are you evolving to better suit me as a better mate, for us to attempt that happily ever after? Or you're evolving to something that will be detrimental to the marriage? And in a lot of cases, the latter, what I mean, it seems to be the case. A lot of people evolve to hate each other. A lot of people evolve to not want each other. The taste. I mean, how can something you once loved just be gone like that? You know what I mean? It's scary to me. So I'm not talking about the other party too. I'm talking about myself as well. What will I evolve into? What will I change to in years to come? Will I still value the same thing I value now that I got with you in the first place? Will I still see you as attractive as you were before I got with you? You know what I mean? So I'm not talking about the man changing. I'm talking about also me changing. What if I grow out of because life is in phases, life is in stages, and I grow to a phase that I no longer need you. And then you have kids in the mix of everything, and everything is just all chaotic, all confusing. That gives me a lot of problem. Then I'm talking, this is specifically to my Nigerian men. I'm Nigerian, obviously, so I have more Nigerian men surrounding me. So I might, end up marrying one. There's this concept of cheating. It's just like 95% of men who are married still live the single life, still play the single game. A lot of cheating. I tell you, if there are 50 men asking me for a date right now, trust me, 35 of them are already married and in a home, and it's like an entitlement to them. It means that a lot of people do not value the concept of marriage. What's the meaning of being married? Staying together, committed to each other, sharing each other's body, without involving someone from outside. Total commitment. That's why you tie the knot. If not, you should be single and just live your life and maybe produce children together and to raise the children together. But here, the concept of marriage is very, very scary. And listening to a lot of people talk, not I even have someone I went out on a date with, and he told me, and this is not just one person, this is not two, this is not three. He told me, "Oh, okay, I'll make a lot of money for you as my wife. You get the bulk of it. But of course, I can't stick with you. I have to get side chicks." I tell you, I've heard this thing several times. So maybe it's my environment. Maybe it's I don't know why I attract those kind of people. I don't know. You already the society is already has already conditioned you to cheat as a man. If you're not having a side chick, you're not doing something outside, people begin to question your manhood. That is the society we live in. People question your manhood. And four, marriage is not what it used to be. It's not that sacred thing anymore. Whether we want to believe it or not, it is not sacred anymore. People, a lot of people go into it just to belong and fitting into a society. I mean, what is humans if they are not accepted socially? We are all social creatures, so I think it's just inherent in us for us to um, blend in. But why should I blend in and do something that I know may be detrimental to me just because I want to be among the crowd? No, I don't want to be among the crowd. You know what I mean? I want to stand out. I want to sleep well at night, and always have it at the back of my head that I put myself first, because I feel life is too short for you not to put yourself first and put your own happiness first, rather than let people from outside influence what you stand for. The fifth reason why I'm scared of marriage is spending the rest of my life with someone forever, just one person, for better and for worse. That is a serious commitment. And I take things literally, like, you know, it is hard work to spend the rest of your life with someone. You know, when the person has a bad time, you have to be there. When the going is good, you have to be there. You have to absorb the whole essence of this other person. And that's shit. Okay, I'm not swearing. And that scares me, that's really scares me. So yeah, I'm just scared. And if you are also, if you have some other things to add to what scares you, if you're actually afraid of marriage, I don't know if people watch these videos because my views are low. I don't get a lot of people watching it, but if you are watching this and you understand me, because sometimes I find it difficult to bear my heart and soul, and YouTube for me is like a documentation of how I feel, when it comes to particular situations. Yeah. So for this for this video is how I feel on marriage and why it scares me. I'll be putting out a video um, sometime this week on 5 reasons why I want to be married, because yes, I want to find that special person. I don't want to go through this life alone anymore. I want to have someone that I can have beautiful children with, and someone that I can tell my deepest secrets. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel for more content, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and yeah, words of encouragement if need be. Your experience with marriage, or your experience, and if you don't want to get married, tell me why you don't want to get married. I would like this to be um, very conversational. I've not had the conversational a video on my YouTube channel that is quite conversational, that I can go back and forth with